Liam Verhoeven was the definition of success. CEO of an international tech giant, owner of multiple villas, and regularly featured on the covers of business magazines. But behind his cold gray eyes lurked emptiness. Wealth had brought him many things, but no warmth, no connection. His days began with spreadsheets and ended in silence. On a rainy afternoon in New York, Liam, uncharacteristically, chose not to go straight home. His driver dropped him off at Central Park. There, on a weathered bench, he sat. He didn't know why. Maybe to escape. Maybe because even a millionaire sometimes feels lost. And then he saw her. A young woman, pale, thin, trembling, stumbled along the path. She clutched her side as if stabbed. Their eyes met briefly, and in that moment Liam felt something he hadn't felt in years: concern. Genuine care. "Are you all right?" he asked, genuinely worried. She shook her head faintly. Her knees buckled. Liam jumped up, caught her before she hit the ground, and called for help. Paramedics arrived quickly, but in those few minutes as she lay unconscious in his arms, he knew this moment would change his life. Her name was Sarah. No last name, no insurance, no fixed address. Just Sarah. Early 30s, though her gaunt face told another story. At the hospital, Liam heard the diagnosis: a rare tumor. Fatal unless operated on quickly. She has no one to cover her medical costs, the doctor said. And the surgery is extremely expensive. Liam didn't hesitate. "Do it. I'll pay. May I put your name down as the guarantor?" "No," Liam said. "Just say it's anonymous." The surgery lasted 6 hours. Liam waited. No phone, no laptop, no meetings. Just coffee, silence, and worry. Something about her face haunted him. It felt familiar. When the doctor finally appeared and said she'd survived, Liam felt a strange relief. He nodded gratefully and left before Sarah woke up. He left a bouquet of flowers and a card: "Your life is worth living." Live. No name. No clues. Sarah woke up in a white bed, with tubes in her arms and a burning scar on her abdomen. The nurse smiled. "You were lucky. Someone paid for everything." "Who?" "We don't know." He wanted to stay anonymous. Days passed. Sarah learned to walk again, eat, breathe without pain. But one question consumed her: who had saved her, and why? She asked the hospital staff for answers, but they refused. She examined the flowers, the handwriting on the card. Nothing. But Sarah was determined. Someone had saved her life, and she wanted to know who, and why. 2 weeks later, Sarah passed a local food bank where volunteers handed out warm meals. And there he was. Liam. The man from the park. She recognized his eyes. His posture. She walked up to him. "You. It was you, wasn't it?" Liam looked at her, surprised. "I don't know what you mean. You don't have to hide. I saw you. You saved me." He smiled faintly. "Maybe it was just a coincidence." "Maybe," Sarah said, "but my gut says otherwise." He asked her to coffee. Uncharacteristically. And she said yes. They talked for hours. About books, the city, the feeling of emptiness they both recognized. Liam told her little about himself but listened intently. Sarah spoke of her childhood in foster homes, her struggle to survive, her lack of a past. "I know nothing about my parents," she said. "Only that I was left after an accident." A chill ran through Liam. "What accident?" "Car crash. I was 4. My mother died. They said I had no family." He swallowed. "I lost someone in a car crash too. My little sister. She disappeared after the accident. No one knew where she went." Their eyes met. The silence was heavy. "What if?" Sarah began dreaming. Fragments. A wooden train. A blonde boy. The scent of cinnamon. She told Liam. His face paled. "My favorite toy was a wooden train," he said. "My dad made it for me. I remember a boy who always laughed. His name was..." She hesitated. "I can't remember." "Liam?" She looked at him wide-eyed. "We need to try something," he said. "A DNA test." While waiting for the test, Sarah searched. She visited the adoption agency. Retrieved old files. There it was, a torn form with her childhood name, Sarah Verhoeven. Verhoeven, she whispered. Liam Verhoeven. She ran to him with the form in hand. He read it. His hands trembled. It has to be. Their parents had died in a car crash. Liam was sent to family. Sarah, injured, was admitted to a hospital without ID. Her name was misrecorded. And so brother and sister lost each other. They said I had no one, Sarah said. I thought you were dead, Liam whispered. But why was Sarah never found? They found a name in the files, Aunt Mildred. The woman supposedly caring for Liam. But she had deliberately left Sarah behind. She believed one child was enough. She wanted to protect your inheritance, Sarah said. She erased me. Aunt Mildred was still alive. And she wasn't pleased Sarah had returned. She hired lawyers to pressure Liam. She's a fraud, she claimed. She wants your money. But Liam stood firm. She's my sister. I'll protect her. A doctor reviewing Sarah's old medical records uncovered something disturbing. The tumor likely resulted from prolonged exposure to a toxic substance at her first foster home, a place where she ended up because Aunt Mildred had dumped her there. Sarah cried. She nearly killed me. Mildred unleashed the press. Liam's reputation was under fire. His stock plummeted. Investors fled. But he stood tall. Let everything collapse, he said. As long as I have her. And Sarah? She stood up for herself. For the first time in her life. She went on talk shows, gave speeches, and wrote opinion pieces. Her story caught fire. Soon she was speaking in front of crowds, schools, and government officials. Her voice, once small and ignored, now had power. Liam sold his shares. Left the company. Together, they founded the Verhoeven Foundation to support foster care reform, medical assistance, and reunification efforts. They built shelters, sponsored education, and traveled to raise awareness. In South America, they uncovered more abuse in orphanages. In Europe, they inspired reforms. And everywhere they went, they told their story, two siblings lost by the system, found again by fate. Eventually, Liam wrote a book, The Silent Thread. It became a bestseller. It was their story, but also the story of millions. One evening, years later, Sarah walked past the same park where it all began. A little girl ran by, clutching a wooden toy train. Sarah stopped, smiled, and turned to Liam, who stood beside her. We lost each other in the dark, he said, but we found each other in the light. She nodded. And now we'll never be lost again.